Champions, and today I have made my return. I have made my return just in time for Christmas. I changed my logo, I think it was yesterday. And I am back at it again with some NFL predictions. You know where we be at, homie. Swag, all the way to the top.
Boy, if you don't get...
I got a haircut. A lot of things have happened in the time that I haven't been posting videos. I had a play, which is this right here. I don't know if you guys can see the poster. But I was in a play at my school, and that took a whole entire week of rehearsals, really intense rehearsals, and then the productions, the actual shows that people could actually come to. That took a week, and then I had another play that also took another week. So we had another play. It was a ballet, and that was with a separate, like, a ballet company, and it was the Nutcracker. So it was really big deal. It was at this big theater, and I'm super happy to be a part. I was happy to be a part of it because I'm happy.
No one cares!
But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and get right into these predictions. I'm sorry that I've been away, but I hope that I can redeem myself. I obviously haven't been doing predictions for a very long time, but I'll put my record on the screen right now. If my calculations are correct, in the last 3 weeks of the NFL, I can only lose 7 games. If I lose more than 7 games, then I have lost. What I have to do is, I have to finish with a record of .500 or better. I need to correctly guess 50% of the games. So, my record right now is 89-120. I don't know why the NFL decides to make a game on a Saturday, which is really troublesome for me because I'm recording this video about 2 hours before the game comes on. And I have to edit it. So, I'm going to try to do this pretty fast, which always seems to not work out very well for me. But I still think that I have enough knowledge of the NFL and the teams are secured enough in their spots of goodness or badness that I'll be able to predict them pretty well. Alright, I think that most of the teams that are in the playoffs right now are going to win, so that will start with the Miami Dolphins. I believe right now that they hold a wild card seed, and the Jets are definitely eliminated from the playoffs, and tonight, Saturday night, the Dolphins are going to win against the New York Jets. It's kind of a no-brainer. Also, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Chicago Bears. So, this is going to be a pretty good matchup. Divisional matchup. It actually means a lot because if the Bears can beat the Packers, I believe that brings the Giants one step closer to the playoffs. As well as a couple other teams need to lose.
You're stupid.
This is a very big game. Also, this could shift the Packers back and could make it impossible for the Packers to make it to the playoffs. The Bears, I'm pretty sure, are already out. I do think the Packers are going to beat the Bears. That's a pretty predictable game, but the Packers and the Bears have a long history, and you never know what's going to happen in divisional games like this one that have rivalries that go really deep. I don't even have to really say anything about this one. The Browns at the Bills. 2 teams that are struggling right now and really hoping to make the playoffs. People were comparing them, saying that they had the same record when the Ravens were at the top of their division. They had the same record as the Eagles, and the Eagles were at the bottom of their division, which is the same division as the New York Giants. Obviously, the New York Giants are my favorite team. I'm hoping the Eagles lose, but I really don't know. I really want the Ravens to win, and I think that they very well could, but it might end in a tie. You never know with teams like this. I'm going to pick the Baltimore Ravens just because that's what I want to happen. The Tennessee Titans at the Kansas City Chiefs. The Titans are really hoping to get into the playoffs, and the Chiefs pretty much have it clinched. I think if they win this game, they might be able to clinch the playoffs, but their division is so strong that you never know what's going to happen.
You never know what is going to come through that door.
I think they're probably, if they don't win the division, if the Raiders win the division, then they will get a wild card spot, definitely. And I do think that they are going to beat the Tennessee Titans right here. Now, we have the Steelers and the Bengals, 2 of the teams over the past couple of years that have been, or at least last year, they were kind of, at the beginning, everybody was like, wow, these teams are really good. They have since fallen off the mark a smidge. Same thing this year. The Bengals didn't really start out that great, but the Steelers definitely started out very good. And each of these teams became more and more disappointing. The Bengals are still a pretty strong team, and like I said before, the divisional games are coming towards the end of the season, and you never know what could happen with teams that have played each other millions of times. I do think the Steelers are a stronger team. They are going to win that matchup. Now we have my favorite matchup of the week, the Detroit Lions at the New York Giants. Two teams that are at the Detroit Lions are at the top of their division, and they have the same record, I believe. I think it's 9. I think they're both 9-4. Two teams that weren't supposed to be amazing and ended up being one of the top teams in the NFL, or at least in their conference. Listen, I don't want to do what I usually do and do, hey, let's take a basketball shot. If I make it, the Giants win. Obviously, I'm biased towards the Giants, and I want the Giants to win. But since it's the last couple games of the season, why would I say the Giants are going to win if they're playing against the New England Patriots and I know that they're going to lose? Say something like that happens. Since it's so close to the end of the season, I'm going to be less biased because I really, really need to bring this out. I need to clutch it out. I can only lose 7 games, for goodness sake. So, I'm not going to do anything random to prevent my bias because I'm not going to have a bias. I just need to be 100% honest with myself in these predictions. As saying that, the Giants have a superior defense, despite the fact that the Lions have a very, very good team. The Giants are definitely going to be able to hold them off on defense. It depends what we do on offense. It really comes down to that, but the New York Giants are going to win the game. Now, we have the Indianapolis Colts at the Minnesota Vikings. I don't really know why they would do this, because this seems like such a crap matchup. But I do think that the Minnesota Vikings are going to win because they have a lot at stake. They're trying to make another push for the playoffs like they have been all season. They started off amazing. My goodness. But the Vikings have more of a drive, you know. AP's out. Bridgewater's out, and they really, really, really want to do this, and I think that they want to see if they can get those playmakers into the playoffs, send them to the Super Bowl. And it's not going to happen, but they're going to win this game. Jacksonville Jaguars, Houston Texans. This is such an icky matchup. It's so, like, these teams are just, The Texans are going to win. The Saints and the Cardinals, two teams. The Cardinals, you know, they were supposed to be pretty good. They were supposed to be good. They were one of the best teams in the league last year. Sort of like the Panthers, but on a lower level. They weren't as good as the Panthers, and now this year they're not as bad as the Panthers. So they were this was the Panthers, this was the Cardinals, and now it's just switched. And this is the Cardinals, this is the Panthers, and they're still in the lower half. And the Cardinals are going to win this game. The Cardinals, okay, we have the San Francisco 49ers. All I have to say, hey, we have the San Francisco 49ers playing the, Niners are going to lose. Raiders at San Diego Chargers. Raiders going to win. It's kind of unfair. I mean, they're division rivals, but you gotta be kidding me, man. Alright, we have the AFC Conference Championship matchup from last year. The Patriots at the Broncos. And I don't know why. I guess it just fell in like that. But the Patriots always seem to have amazing matchups. They played the Seahawks this year, which was obviously a rematch of a Super Bowl a couple years ago. And now they're playing the team that they played in the AFC Conference Championship last year. Guys, the Denver Broncos are a different team. The New England Patriots are pretty much the same team. But the Broncos have gotten worse rather than better. So I'm just gonna say the New England Patriots, mate. We have the Buccaneers at the Cowboys. Oh my goodness. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. Hey, here's the playoffs over here, and here's the Buccaneers sitting there. Buccaneers are out of the playoffs. At least for this week. Dallas Cowboys are gonna freaking maul them. The Dallas Cowboys always get peeved after the Giants beat them, which seems to be a lot. I don't know why. But they just really didn't like that, and they're gonna... Buccaneers... Whoa. It was a close one, man. We almost freaking killed the Buccaneers. We just shot them out of the playoffs. The Panthers at at the Redskins, okay? Panthers and Redskins. Listen! Panthers. Trash. Let me see if I can find a trash can. Oh, wait! The Panthers. Redskins. Freaking trash. But it's like trash. It's like trash that it was something good. Like it was like a necklace, like a golden necklace that you had. And it like broke or something. It was like, or no, like it was like a gold watch. And it like broke. So then you threw it out. And that's the kind of trash that the Redskins are. So they're going to win the game. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Alrighty. Now, as you guys know, or maybe you don't know if you're joining me just now, we always pick the Thursday game of the next week because these do come out on a Saturday. We pick the Thursday game of the next week. So, I'm able to put these out on Saturdays instead of Wednesdays or something like that. I have to be able to account for the fact if I didn't pick the Thursday game, then that one would go unpredicted because I don't do this until Saturday. I don't do it before Thursday. Even though it's a different week, it's still in the span of this video from the next video. So you know what I'm talking about. I have to pick the Thursday game, which is the Giants at the Eagles. It's a Thursday night game. It's Color Rush. I've been waiting for these Color Rush uniforms for way too freaking long. Week 16. I've said before that the Color Rush uniforms are the worst thing to ever happen, but honestly, they don't look half bad. They don't look super bad. I mean, it's just tearing apart the NFL. It's freaking Color Rush stuff because the Giants have to wear freaking white jerseys. I don't know why I'm talking about this in this video. I'm trying to predict the game, and the freaking Giants are gonna win. Get out. Get out. Why are you in my room? Why are you in my room? Get out. Get out. Get out.